Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, and I don't expect much, so hopefully this works out. Pretty enough, pretty cool looking spot to waste my time in on the river. Let me get a bait out. It's not a big bait because it doesn't have to go out far. It's just a head piece on a 3/0 Kahle. No weight because this is really snaggy here. I think that's good enough. It may even be too far out. At the moment, no matter what I do, it's going to be a slack line. Sometimes when you're doing big baits, no weights, the slack line is what does you in, what gets you stuck on something, because it's not the bait getting stuck, it's the line. And we can just keep reeling in. Oh, finally, it's not such a slack line. California Voyager is what's coming up river right now. So this bait that I'm fishing, I caught on Friday, and this is Monday. This is the day after the full moon, right? I was gonna try and get out and fish Saturday, but other things happened. And then yesterday was the full moon. So today is pretty much the last day to fish it. It's been in the fridge. It's starting to smell, but it's still good enough. I think tomorrow it'll just be sticking too high. It'll be too, bleh. Some things might hit it though, some things, but you're not gonna want that smell in the refrigerator. So yeah, here we are. See if we can make the best of it. Now this is early afternoon. It's a little bit after solar noon, if I'm honest. I don't like to fish the river too much, this part of the river anyway, during the full moon, because the tides are higher than usual and lower than usual, and the fish aren't usually playing along with you, right? But we'll see. Bit windy for what I'm doing. It's not out of the question. It's not going to stop me. It does not help though. It's a north by northeast wind right now. The wind is going to have a greater effect on this bait because I'm going to put it out further, so it's going to push on the line, right? The chances of a fish being close in right now feeding are low. Not just because yesterday was the full moon, but because it's not a prime time for feeding right now. Here we go. This is not the world's biggest bait anyway, so it's not going to be able to get out there too far. If the wind was out of a different direction, I wouldn't have come out and done this particular session, this particular method anyway. It's when the wind is right in my face, coming from over there. I can't cast out as far, but this wind is up and down, as you can hear. Right now it's up, and then it's going to rest and then come back. So I am able to get these baits out a good enough distance, maybe not the best. It would be awesome if I could get them out 200 feet, but yeah, they're not that big. So I'm going to do 3 weightless baits here. 1 big, 2 small, something like that, right? I don't consider any of these to be big baits. All right, so that one's out really far on the 10-foot rod, and it's way down there. This one's getting a bite. Look at that. And I'm following the trajectory of the line, and I see where it's at. And I know where the other one is. I don't want these like miles apart from each other. So we'll just put that one. Oh. Let me redo this. I wonder if I'm getting bit by a crab there. That's good right there. That's the other half of that headpiece. We'll reel it in, see if we can get some kind of tight line. We're probably not gonna be able to get one. I've never done 3 like this. 2 is the most I've done, right? In some states you can't do more than 1 rod fishing. In other states it's 2. This being Louisiana, you're pretty much unlimited how many rods you can fish at once. I think 3 sometimes is unwieldy, right? It's like too much. Typically I'm doing 2, but sometimes I go crazy and I do 3. But you got to forgive me for going crazy today. It's just not that much of a great outcome to be expected. Oh, but I see fish. I just saw something flash by. I got other rods here. I think I saw a white bass go by. And I'm getting a bit on this rod here, the first one I put out. You may notice that I moved it. I moved it a long time ago because I took it out to go back to the trailer to get another rod. That is the second little tiny bass I've caught in this pond this year. The first one was way down there. It's got to be bigger bass in here then, because that was definitely from recently. Oh, I was not expecting this. And I just heard a noise that didn't sit well with me. I was thinking earlier, if all I catch is this little tiny bass, that's not a video. But on 8-pound test, I got a fun catfish here. I think it's a cat. Let's get it up and see what it is. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a cat actually now. That's not looking like a cat. At first I thought, and then my prayers are answered. That is a legitimate catch. Look, I got him in the mouth too. He went for that worm, or we connected at the right time, whether he was trying to eat the worm or not. We banged into each other, and this is the outcome. Was not expecting this. Oh, come on, buddy. I know what your fate is, but I don't want to be dropping you either. Was not expecting to get this. This is like a bull mullet. But I did suspect something like a carp or maybe turtles was active in the swim in the water right underneath that log and going back to the end. Well, this is the beginning, the up river part of this pond, this skinny pond, and it goes for a good ways. But this is where the river comes into it, right? And I've just been seeing something kick up mud clouds in the water around, like right directly under me and all around my area, but close into at the margins, right? Maybe that's what's doing that, this mullet. Hopefully there's other ones. I wonder if we can repeat that. Not likely, right? Now I have a really big bait, but I tell you what, we're not going to cut into them right now. I think it would be a waste. I think we need to fish out what I brought, because I don't think we're going to do much here. I could be wrong. This is the second or third time I've had a bite on the big rod. Just had a little pull, but it's probably crabs, right? I've been getting hit by crabs a lot, and I did see, it was either a black drum or a bull red. It was so brief, but it was definitely some sort of drum, not a Gasper Goo, feeding along here. He came up briefly over there. Oh. Well, that was a bit of a kerfuffle getting down. So we do have a fish here. And oh, that was so cut and dry, so easily gone. It was there taking drag, and then boom. I don't think that was a knot failure, because I don't have a curly Q. I think that was a pair of scissors with fins is what that was. Shark or alligator gar. And the bait was deep in the mouth. The line and the teeth came together. There's a bit of a scuff mark on the end of the line. You see how, I don't know if you could see, but when your knot fails, it slips and it fails, you're gonna have a curly Q like a pig's tail. We don't see that, do we? There was a pair of scissors with fins. Either it was something with teeth. Likely could have been a bull shark. I never throw steel leader out there when I'm doing big baits, no weights. It would be a waste of my money. So we got 2 baits left, right? Well, I think, no, we have 3.5, because I got a half a bait up there. I don't want to get into the mullet until I feel like we're on a session that's going to produce monsters, produce tanks. I think if I'd cut the mullet now, total waste. First real snag. I don't know if I lost the hook there. Oh, still snagged. And we lost the hook. Second snag. Did we lose the hook? That came out really easy. Yep. Executive decision has been made here. Yeah, you're right. I fed what was left of my bait to the pond. I'm sure it's appreciative of that. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's time to get out of here. It is just a little bit after 4 o'clock. It's actually time to go get ready for tomorrow, because one big mullet, that's good for the big rod, but we need to get little things, other big baits or medium, whatever. We need to get other stuff. We need to get out of here. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I'll see y'all next time.